Got that?
Yep. The book of Isaiah, chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
Right. Our people, they do. They trust in America. You know, they actually believe, and there's a future here for them and their children. You know, and so much that they can't see that the Most High is going to give us the whole earth. You know?
That's crazy. I was just meditating on that. Like, damn, it's a damn shame. Here it is. It's like me trying to give you $1 billion. You don't want it. I got to kill you or do something to you, put you in a fucking situation for you to really want it. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it to you.
But they don't have the vision.
Yeah.
Where there's no vision, the people perish. Because going back to the movie They Live with Roddy Piper and the other actor, I don't remember his name. Yeah, that's a fucking 20-minute fight scene in the movie for him to put the glasses on.
That's great.
You know?
Help me, help you.
And that's spiritual. That's like us out here for X amount of years trying to get our people to see this. We're putting the glasses on them. You know?
And lo, thou trusteth in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
And that piercing you is a physical mark they're giving you to make you a perpetual slave. Brandon. In the ancient Roman Empire, the slaves were, the masters were branded slaves. Mm-hmm. You watch that show Spartacus, his name was Badiaticus. He's branding them with a big B, which is spiritual. Right. Just the mark of the beast.
That's crazy.
You know?
And the slave masters, that's what they would do as, they call it chattel slavery, like cattle.
Yep, they showed you that on Django, branded his ass. You know?
So is Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Yep, everybody who put their trust in of America, modern day Egypt, they gonna brand you. Eventually, that's what they want to do.
Right.
You know?
You want something to eat, eat your lights back on, take this.
Right.
You gonna feed your family, gonna put you an extra $3,000.
Right.
We're gonna wipe all your student loan, all your debt.
Right.
You know, we're gonna raise your credit 800.
Yeah.
You know, all the shit you have to worry about, you don't gotta worry about it. You don't gotta worry about losing nothing because they gonna package it real nice, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, how much your bill is?
Right.
And right now, my shit like $800, but I got it there.
Right.
Get this.
What they call it?
Stop slavery.
What they call them? Zaddy Esau. That's like a pimp. That sounds like a pimp to me.
Yeah.
Yo, what you need, baby? You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I got you. Don't even.
That's what I be saying. I be calling when I be telling black people like, yeah, Yazadi. I love Yazadi. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be the highest form of tyranny coming down from the people on Esau, man. You know, people taking that mark. Because then you do anything they don't like, they're cutting you off. And it's like, you should have never took it anyway, but the fact that you did, you're still going to get destroyed.
That's right.
You know?
The thing is, you know what? I got a funny feeling. This shit pop off. Cell phones might be on. Lord may allow cell phones on so he can get his glory. People gonna be calling you. And they gotta go take it. What do you think I should do? You think I should? People that you ain't talked to in a while.
Right.
I know. I heard you. Remember you was telling me about this. You know. But you think I should take it? You think I like? I don't know what you know. You know this? I say, hey, I will tell you not to take it.
Right.
Catch it. Lord gonna back you up. You gonna fight for safety.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See how you got your glasses on? Like, you could better pray the Lord take the blinders off your ass.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's all you be blinded.
Well, our people, they're not with the Lord.
Right.
So the Lord said, you draw nigh to me, I draw nigh to you.
Right.
You know? They draw nigh to Esau. Esau going to pierce the hand.
Scriptures I have forever put out a stretch forth hand. The Lord has always tried to help, you know what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers say, I don't need a handout, I just need a helping hand up.
Yep.
You don't want the helping hand up? Like, come on, man.
So I put out my extend my hand, but no man regarded.
Right, that's the scripture.
But that's it right here. This is the extended hand. You know?
Yeah.
You see, I also said I had less set for altars in Egypt. This is one of those altars. You know?
The thing is, thing is, they see us out here, and at the same time they see us out here, they see things on the news happen. Common sense will tell you how you say it, Ray.
That's gas money, Ray. Yeah. It ain't clicking.
Yeah.
Something ain't clicking.
Well, when I started I don't know if you heard him a lot, but the Edomite, he said, man, the end of the world is here. I can feel it.
Oh wow.
It's here.
Who the one that stopped?
Not him. Before that, he's walking
okay.
past with like a group of other Edomites. He said,
Oh, shit.
end of the world, he kept saying it.
Damn, they know.
He said something like, "Oh, keep reading the Bible. You know, we're here. The end is here." Most I have him say that.
Damn.
You know? Isaiah 65 and 12. It reads, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter." And that's the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Because what did David say? Save me from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Right.
So Most High is gonna allow Esau to fucking that death angel to go crazy, man.
Right.
Yo,
Man.
my uncle went back in 82, 83. She used to teach me about certain things. She was telling me about Jacob's trouble. She said the Lord gonna allow this white man to come down on us, do a lie and kill him. You know what I'm saying? When they take by the Lord, you're gonna get caught. Oh, that shit scared me. Word. Ever since I had, she told me that's not how to dreams about stuff like that. I was, telling me about my aunt. She was like, she's gonna allow this man to do one more, because this is the end of his reign. So he don't allow him to walk the wickedness to us.
Wasn't that the same aunt who passed by the camp?
No. She passed.
New York, who the Abba Bivens?
Yeah, that's her.
That's the one?
Yeah.
It's the one you talking about now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she heard the word.
Word, yep.
And Most High had a heavy spirit on her,
Yeah.
to teach you certain things.
Mhm.
You know, I was growing up, I spent a lot of time with my mom, dad, my grandpa. Which I don't. First, he was a Muslim. I think he grew up in that area. He's with the Muslim movement,
Right.
but then he became a Christian. Now, I don't know if he knew about the Israelites. They was up there in New York City. We was in Louisiana, but he's always in the scriptures.
Right.
So that kind of, as a young child, that kind of got
Smart
me into it.
interest, yeah.
You know, back in those days, a lot of people back in those days, like our grandfathers, they did a lot of traveling. So they be at that time they was moving city to city. They probably just trying to find their way or where they wanted to stay. They probably reside in Louisiana. He probably went to New York to stay up there. I'll be finding out a lot of the elders, like a lot of people that down south, but no, they're the same. They'll be like, oh yeah, I lived in New York for a while. I didn't like it, that's why I came to Rochester.
Yep.
You'd be surprised, like they don't have.
That's true. Like my peoples, they said they went to Texas, but they didn't like it. Say we moved back. They go back to the Lord directing the steps. Verse Isaiah 65 and 12. "I therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I did not delight." So you choose to worship Allah, to go back to the Christian church, to make videos on TikTok talking shit. You choose to trust in Egypt. So now the Most High is going to allow you to be slaughtered out here. You know what I'm saying? The worst destruction is going to come from the nukes. But if you make it that far, the famine might get you. You know?
But see, I don't see how. Well, I do. I mean, I know it's the Lord. You know what I mean? Everything's the Lord's will. But how can you come into the truth, leave out of here, and then go to Islam or Christianity, knowing what you know? That shit's just crazy.
But that's the Most High taking the spirit off you
Spirit from
and allowing the demons to come, like he did Saul.
Yeah.
He took the spirit off him, then the demon hopped on him to go into witchcraft.
Right.
That's pretty much what he did. He went into witchcraft. He went to the wicked witch of Endor to do a witch,
That's it. It's a terrible thing.
That's how you know.
In the hands of the living power.
Wicked Witch of Endor. That's how you know George Lucas read the Bible, because he named a planet called the planet of Endor where the Ewoks at. You know what I'm saying? And it's an Ewok dude named Wicked.
Oh wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. They get all their ideas and things from the scriptures, man. Art imitates life.
Yep.
But they know this is the true records.
Right.
This is the source. I'm sorry. This is the source material.
But back in the day, the Bible was like even the inception of the, you know, but the Bible was like the main book people used to read. So who was that? What president was that?
Ronald Reagan.
That said, good Bible is better than a college.
Oh, yeah.
Study of the Bible.
I know. I forget his name.
I just seen it on somebody else put it on the room too. I just seen it last week. I forgot his name.
He said a thorough understanding of the Bible is better than the college education.
Is that Teddy Roosevelt?
I think so.
Is that Roosevelt or Hoover?
No, Teddy Roosevelt.
Is that Roosevelt?
I think it's Teddy Roosevelt.
But then you have Ronald Reagan. He said that the Bible is the rock of this land.
Right.
You know.
But this place is getting further and further away. But what was that whole thing with dividing the church and the state?
Separation of church and state.
So they had that happen. So it's just getting further and further away.
But that's been happening since the time of the Renaissance.
Right.
You know, because that's part of that new order is to do away with religion. You know, so you can't tell me the mark of the beast is white Jesus. So they want to do away with religion. That's the big C, the common. You know, do away with religion. And the fasci is just to put up what? The white supremacy.
Right.
Knife come. That chip come out. What your boy old nigga said?
It's
Did
you.
you? Oh, that's gonna be a head on. That's gonna be a smack in the face.
The groundwork is already laid, man. You know.
Right.
Now, we just got to keep building up our faith. You know, prepare mentally because we know it's going to happen.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
we see it happen.
Right.
Most people can't see it.
Because really, they want to usher in. They want to usher in the if you will, the Church of Satan. You know what I'm saying? The satanic. They're gonna let their horns show who they really worship. You know what I'm saying? Who they really worship. They've been hiding it, disguising. That's why they took the Bible and made a doctrine out of it. You know what I'm saying? Making it seem like Jesus, you know, Yahushua is white. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to doctor everything since, you know, the Lord let him loose for 1,000 years. That's his run.
Right. Part of him being loose was to do mass deception.
Exactly.
You know, it started with the religion telling you that the Pope, Jesus is white.
Yeah.
Come to find out, all these motherfuckers are demons. They're
Right.
touching children. They're doing all type of mass demonic sacrifices.
Behind
Matter of fact,
closed door.
recently there was a mass satanic black mass where they were feeding little children feces and blood
Oh,
in
that's
America.
sick. That's sick.
Recently, you can look it up. I don't remember exactly where or when.
Yeah.
But I know it happened like in
Yeah,
April.
I heard something about it. Because
You
they're
know?
supposed to do another demonstration. Remember they was parading around the Baphomet?
Yeah. Yep.
Remember that a couple years ago?
Yeah.
They was making their little tours. Shit crazy.
Yep. But
I
that
think they had that arc, that gateway too. There was a gateway structure they were touring with it. I think it was like a gate to a Molech or something. It was some crazy shit.
yeah,
man.
they're doing all type of rituals, but that's
Right.
who they really worship. You know, Satan.
Yeah.
You know,
Shaitan.
that's where they get their power from.
Yeah.
Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, behold, my servants shall eat. So you really don't have to worry about how you're going to. The Lord said you're going to eat, man.
Right.
Now, you may go a few days without eating.
Right.
Hey, we were in the wilderness before. The Most High gave us quail and manna from heaven.
Right.
He didn't give us pork. He didn't give us no fucking GMO food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gave us real food, good
Right.
food. And we had plenteous too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So we had much more than we needed for each brother's household.
Right.
Because when we're in the wilderness, brothers have families and all that.
Yeah.
You know?
And also too, when it comes to the whole persecution, you know what I'm saying, we ain't gonna have to fear that either because you ain't gotta worry about, damn, what's an alibi? What it says he'll give you a mouth that your adversary
So
can't gangster
no
resist.
resist.
So we ain't even gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's like we really just gotta believe
That's all. That's it. That's
in the
all.
name.
And then
You
what
know?
we're doing now is to build up our faith. We build up each other's faith.
Right.
Every time the Most High give you a dream, vision, that's to build up the faith of your brothers.
Right, right.
You know?
Cause some, you know, and we all go through it. Our spirit will start to waver.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll get weak and you're like, dang, man, like,
That's why I be putting up the 144 in the chat all the
Satan,
time.
man.
You know
Yeah, that
what I'm
bullshit.
saying?
I've been seeing it at all camp.
Yup.
I've been seeing it. I saw it on the bus like 3 times.
Yeah.
I see it. You see it on license plate.
Right.
Man, you see 444. You see 777. You see all those spiritual numbers.
Man, yesterday, man, I was seeing it like back to back. I said, I wanted to snap. I said, no, I ain't gonna snapshot. I don't want to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Throw it over the chat.
Oh, dirty.
I was seeing that like crazy.
But those are faith boosters, though, man.
Right.
You know, sometimes you might be real low, and then the most I give you a dream, boost your faith.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
You know, because every time, like this morning, yesterday, like I thought, Satan was in me, my head, making me think, doubting a little bit. As soon as I put my phone on, I see 144, click like hitting right in my face. As soon as I stop with my phone, 144, 144. Like even though like when brothers got some, I got like people who like on Instagram, you got people who like the
Post
the likes, you know what I'm saying? It was 144 likes, you know what I'm saying? I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
Cause it be subtle things. Like me, I had got sick because I'm introduced to new germs because I started a new job. This shit was nasty. Like it was scary because I felt like the mucus like bubbling in my chest, and it was like the shit was just crazy. But then motherfuckers joking like, "Yo, get that COVID away from me." So you don't know what it is. But you just gotta trust in the Lord. But in a little moment, you like, damn, could this take me out? And you be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what this shit is.
All right, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean? So Satan will be playing on your mind like, yeah, see, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I got my foot on your neck. Hey, I could kill you right now.
He's constantly doing that.
You know what I'm saying?
Constantly fucking with your head.
Yeah.
You know? That's
So where the Lord at now? Type shit, you know what I'm saying? Why you sick?
That's exactly what they're gonna do. He's gonna put the spirit on these people to do it. Esau,
Right.
That's wisdom of Solomon too. You know, while they torturing brother, I got you. Where's the Lord now? Come save you.
Right.
You
Denounce him. You know what I mean?
You gonna tell him, fuck you, go fuck
Right.
yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah, they're looking all weird.
Wacky and weird. Isaiah 65 and 13, thus said Yahweh Shem Yahshua power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. The ones who are not the servants. You ain't serving the Lord, you're gonna die. You know? You don't have faith, you're gonna die. Behold, my servants shall drink, because you can't just eat. You know, you eat all this and you don't got nothing to drink.
Water, yeah.
You know, you need drink. The time we're coming into, the water is not going to be drinkable.
Right.
You know?
What's that? Dysentery. If you drink some dirty water, you get dysentery. That should be killed.
Also, the Most High is going to guide us, man. You know, the Most High, wherever the brothers at, whether we're together or we're separated, you might be separated. Most High might still link you up with brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then one brother might have enough food and break bread, or y'all stumble on some food together.
Yeah.
You know, you might see a chariot, and Most High give you a sign to go this way, that way.
Exactly.
That made, like I was saying, that made all hell break loose. You know, they say, don't return home. We might be together. The spirit may have you come to our house, or we just happen to just be at camp, or be somewhere there. You know what I'm saying? Then this shit pop off. Like, hold on, like, you might run them over, but like, all right, we'll go home. It's going down.
Nah, just like the movie I was saying. She went into the store, or he, I can't remember the character.
It was Eve.
Intending to pay for cash, and the system had already took off. The mark of the beast has the whole way you everyday life change, like right there. So we could be like right now, be like, okay, brother, Shalom, I'm about to, go to my respective place, and it happens.
Shooting 6.
It
might happen like that.
It could happen. It's going. Boy, it says suddenly.
Right, suddenly.
Actually, get Luke. Let me see. I believe it's 21 and go to 30. Because it says, suddenly as a snare shall it come upon all the world, man. You know?
It says Luke 21 and 30.
Yeah. Start at 28. I'm going to finish this first, then you get that. This is Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So in that day, we're gonna be in the spirit of rejoicing, praising Yahweh Shem Shai, like, because you gotta imagine, it's just like a sigh of relief, like it's happening.
Yeah,
You know,
crazy.
You might be afraid, but
Yeah.
you still got that faith, that courage from Yahweh Shem Shai. Because everybody gets scared,
Yeah.
but it's whether you're gonna be courageous and still go or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you might have to face death, but you understand it. You understand if I die, I'm going right to the Father.
Exactly.
You know? So, but if I stay here and I take it because I'm afraid that I'm going to be destroyed in the nukes.
Right.
Or worse.
Right.
You know?
Well, your soul is going to be condemned. You know, so it says, fear him that can, fear not him that can just kill the body, kill him that can, you know, kill the body and the soul.
Right, torture your soul.
You know?
It's Isaiah 65:14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Because you might think like, damn, man, I don't got this. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You know, because we growing up in America, we really been brainwashed to depend on Esau.
Yeah.
Living in the concrete jungle. You haven't been taught that you should learn how to farm and grow your own food. You should learn how to hunt and kill and skin. You should learn how to make a fire. You need to learn how to fish.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you thinking like, damn, this shit's about to end. But the Lord Most High still got you, man.
Right.
The Most High is nothing to give you a dream of how to do it, and then you do it.
Right.
You know?
And then land back on what the scripture the end just read, it says, and we shall rejoice. That's because we suffering now, and niggas is rejoicing.
Yep.
They laughing at us. Oh, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I got the latest Hellcat. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, look at you. I'm better than you look, nigga. Laughing at you. Niggas at the job talking shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro, but we gonna laugh in that day at y'all calamity.
Yeah, the Pookies and the Chads. You know, the Chads got all the Bitcoin.
Right.
Then the Tyrones, they got all of the hood money, trap money, cars, all the bitches.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then you know our people, they like to shit on each other.
Yeah.
So just like you said, they'll look down on you, shit on you.
Yeah.
But in that day, it's gonna be complete reversal. You know?
You ain't did not a nut to a Jake. It just meet you and don't like you. I'm like, damn. Like,
That's that evil eye.
you know what I'm saying?
I experienced that the other day, like, damn, I just got a bad, weird vibe from this nigga.
Yeah.
Something's off about his spirit.
Just because you ain't dressing like he dressing, you ain't
Yeah.
dressing all like he got money. They treat you funny like that.
Right.
That's because a lot of our people, they got you can feel the demons on them.
That's what it's the spirit. The demons know who you are. You know what I'm saying? The demons. So it's like it's true though. It's like when a man and a woman have intercourse, your souls clash. That's why when a woman has multiple partners, she'll be acting like a nigga because the sperm go to her brain. She'll be like, damn, like where you get this shit from? Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But when your energy, that's like with magnets, you know, the south and the north, they come together. They can't come together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always pushing against each other. So it's that whole, you know what I mean? There's something off with somebody's spirit. It's not messing. It's like, there's something off. Dude, why this motherfucker don't like me? Or not that you give a fuck, but I'm just saying, it's like, I ain't do this dude nothing. I come in and say, hi, hey, everybody, you know.
You know what, too? Go back to reincarnation. That could be somebody in the ancient world that was your enemy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. Son.
Yeah.
That's true.
The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads.
Right, so we can't be in the spirit of really we should be in the spirit of woe is me or doubting. Because if we look up, the Most High can show us signs too, the chariots and stuff. You know, I speak for myself because I need to look up more. Because I'll be work overnights, don't spend much time outside because you gotta rest. You know.
Right.
But if you're in the spirit of looking up, you will see. You will see the chariots because people are seeing them.
Right.
You know, that's why the Lord said, lift up your heads and look up, man.
For your salvation.
Hold your head up.
What's the scripture? For your salvation is closer than what you believe. Okay.
And when these things begin to come to pass,
What things? We see how everything's going digital. We hear about wars, rumors of wars. You know, you see how Russia's back in Iran.
Right.
So Russia's in that spirit of being a guard because they got to back their investments.
Right.
You know, but America's in that spirit for Israel
Right.
because they just gave them $4 billion. You know.
Moab, Ammon, all
And-
Yup, he linking up.
Yep, against America.
More to marry.
And when these things begin to pass, then look up and lift your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
So we're in that time of our redemption. Call Lord y'all about Shem Yahushua, man. We ain't gonna be here much longer. You know.
So that's that little 20. I'm gonna drop down to 34.
Read all of it.
All of it? All right. Verse 29, and he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know of your own selves that the summer is now nigh.
Right.
at
So
hand.
now that we see things going cashless, we hear about more in digital. We know that it's not. We hear about more wars, explosions, and shit. We know that World War III is not. You know. You hear about martial law. We know that the Civil War is not.
Right.
You know, just like right now, we went through that winter. That was a rough ass winter. But call all y'all about Shem Yahushua, we made it through. Now we're in the spring. April showers made flowers, right? So now we're seeing it.
Buds on the tree, on the limb. You know? So it's not, and also, like you said, that's the beginning of sorrows. Beginning of Jacob's trouble.
It's like a birth pains, you know.
Right.
Verse 30. When they now shoot forth, ye see and know or your own selves that the summer is now nigh at hand. Verse 31. So likewise, ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of Yahweh is nigh at hand.
The kingdom is not. You know.
Verily, I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away until all be fulfilled.
So that means it's gonna happen in our lifetime. We ain't gotta wait till another 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, another 1,000 years,
Yeah.
like Sakari said.
Yeah.
You know, it's bullshit, man. Everything is happening now.
Right.
You know.
Verse 33. Heaven and earth shall not pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
I'll read that again.
Verse 33. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
Right, the word shall not pass away. When it says heaven is going to the rulership of Esau, his dominion, his heaven is gonna pass away, but the word ain't gonna pass away because we know this place is gonna be destroyed. You know.
Verse 34. Take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your heart be overcharged with faith and drunkenness and cares of this life.
Which is why you got to be constantly praying and fasting and watching yourself, because you can easily get kind of swayed by the cares of this world. Worried about bills, worried about this and that, and you know, how you gonna do this and that.
Yeah.
But if you just trust in the Most High, He will guide you, man. You know.
Yeah, and if you keep winning, you know what I'm saying, you'll get above yourself. You know what I'm saying? You start to think your ass, you know what I'm saying, you can't fall. You know, but we need humblings.
So that the day come upon you unawares.
Right, but since we're watching, we ain't gonna catch us unaware, man. You know, because we're looking for it. You know.
Keep on. Verse 35. For as the snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the earth.
There you go. That's the point. As a snare, what's a snare? A trap. Suddenly, you know, that shit gonna spring forth. You know, like you have a
Bear trap.
bear trap, and
Right.
just catch your ass. Like, oh shit.
Right.
That's how people gonna be ensnared with it. Like, damn, I gotta do this. There's no way out of it. You know.
Who was that, remember the cartoon? Who was that, Road Runner, Wile E. Coyote?
Yeah.
He always lay the trap down to try to catch him. It's something, he'll move something and, you know, but you never catch him though.
Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
That's right. So I'll give one more. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 74. Second Ezra 16 and 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, said Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So even though we're coming into some horrible, terrible times, a famine, drought, war, explosion, shit that you only seen in movies, that you never even imagine what happened and before your eyes. Those are the days of trouble that's coming. You know, but even from that, the Most High said, I will raise up Michael, the archangel, to stand for my people. You know, going back to that divine intervention. Because with the great judgment is going to come great miracles. It's the Most High is a God of balance.
Right.
You know?
But it's going to be like how we on like TikTok and you know, various platforms looking at shit happening over there like, damn, look at that explosion. The bodies is everywhere. The nigga gonna open the phone, they're gonna be like, damn, that happened in motherfucking Utah.
Right.
That happened, yo, this is happening in America. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like the movie Civil War. When that shit hit, everybody was like, God damn, you can't go to this city. You know?
Yep. So with that, man, stay strong. You know, keep praying, keep fasting. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, give double honors unto our apostles, those the great millstone we learned the truth from. Say shalom to all the hopeful elect.
Shalom.